In the heart of nature, we find our true strength, a connection to our roots, to the land, to each other. Introducing Rootwork Deodorant, infused with the potent power of Jvon the Conqueror root. Embrace the natural strength and resilience passed down through generations. Feel the purity of natural ingredients, harmonizing with your body and spirit. Rootwork Deodorant, bringing you in tune with nature and with yourself. Rootwork Deodorant. Connect, empower, thrive. Available now at rootworkstyle.com.
That I can listen to. Radio, what's up, Radio?
What's up, man? What do you guys think about the Haitians eating pets in Ohio? What's the word, man?
Well, some people are saying that that didn't happen. Some people are saying that those are myths, and some people are saying that that is propaganda.
We've seen the videos, man. I've seen them with my own two eyes.
And what did you see?
See Haitian choppers eating family pets, cats, dogs, geese, domesticated animals.
So they were chopping inwards?
Yeah, man.
So they were eating inwards too?
No, chop ears, man. You know.
What's that?
Chop eaters, machete eaters. Not familiar?
Okay, I've never heard that term.
Well, you learn something new every day, right, man?
I do learn something new. I learned something new. So, speaking of white supremacists, how are you doing with those birth rates, man? What are you white supremacists going to do about
Listen,
them?
you guys are all about these numbers.
Right.
When you don't realize we don't need the numbers. This isn't a birth competition.
What it has to be some kind of birth competition because your numbers are dwindling. Those white supremacist genes are struggling. So and when those numbers get real low, which they're getting low now, what's the game plan?
Listen, genetically, whites are doing fine. Birth rates,
Really?
they're climbing. Listen, once
birth rates are no, they're not.
Once we expel all the invaders and reclaim resources.
Slow down, because now don't lie to yourself. You have a zero birth rate. The white supremacist birth rates are at zero. You're dying off faster than you can reproduce, and they're not replenishing anywhere. Nowhere on the earth are those white supremacist birth rates replenishing at all. So what are you talking about? Let's be honest.
How about black abortion rates, Tariq? Let's talk about the number of black abortions per year.
Oh, well, you deflecting, that's not helping your birth rates. Is that
I'm not deflected. It's right on topic. You brought up the topic. I'm just going with the flow, man.
No. You're deflecting from your struggle birth rates.
Listen, I understand that. Listen, I don't know that blacks are below replacement rates.
No. Our birth rates are fine, sir.
What are black birth rates exactly?
They're better than yours, sir.
Cite off the stats, man. Since you brought it up, let's hear it. Drop some knowledge.
Not at zero like yours.
Well, what are they exactly? Are they above replacement rate? Do you know
what
that is?
Long as they're not zero, our birth
rates.
Bro,
this is literally your talk.
No, because you white supremacists can't have it both ways. Y'all like to talk about how black people are just having babies willy-nilly, and then you can't sit here and pretend that we have a struggle birth rate like you white supremacists.
Black women have the highest abortion rates of any group.
They still have more kids than you, though, sir. They still have more children than you.
What are the black birth rates? Let's hear this.
It doesn't matter. It's not zero like yours.
It does matter. It's your point, Tariq. Let's hear some stats, drop.
You're trying to deflect from your struggle birth rate.
I'm asking you to elaborate on your own.
No, you're just trying to deflect. That's not an elaboration. That's a deflection, sir.
I know that white birth rates are below replacement migration. What are the black birth rates?
Right. Black birth rates are not yours.
What are the stats, Tariq?
Doesn't matter, sir.
It does matter. It's your fucking own point. I'm asking you in good faith to elaborate on your own fucking point.
Because that's a deflection, sir.
It's not a deflection. It's called a debate.
It's not even a debate. This is a lesson.
You
equals all others I teach. I'm not debating you. I'm teaching you, sir. So what are you going to do?
You were teaching me.
I'm teaching you because you're talking about a black abortion. That's a nothing burger. Most black women don't abort their children. We have our children. That's why we have so many of us here. Also, what are you going to do about all them white women That's leaving you white supremacists because you white supremacists don't have the bargaining chips you used to have. So a lot of these white women are bobbing down on the soul
If
pole.
you look at
Listen,
this,
listen, the white women are leaving you white supremacists. And they're bobbing down on the soul pole, and them black babies are popping out them white cooters. So what's going on with that?
okay, if you look at the hard data of the women who race mix and are willing to date interracially outside of their race, they're
Uh-huh.
overwhelmingly low self-esteem, overweight, total on brand for the stereotype.
That's what you white supremacists tell yourself, but you got the Kim Kardashians, and those are not overweight. Those are nice looking white women. You got the nice looking white women, the Heidi Klums, and you got the nice looking white women out there. The fat, sloppy ones, they're in the trailer park with you guys. The
Kim
brothers,
Kardashian is a Romanian you're loving race mixer.
right. And there's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of those N-word loving race mixers out there, sir. And how do you feel about that damaging those white supremacist birth rates, sir? Because, those women are popular for a reason, right?
If you look at Heidi Klum's kids with white men versus with Seal, her kids with Seal are disgusting and look nothing like her. Her kids with her new white husband look just like her and her husband.
But that husband had to get sloppy seconds from that African soul pole. You understand? So how do you think
Her kids,
how do you think she feels about or how do you think he feels about that? Getting some seconds from
her Kalergi mutt kids look dysgenic.
no, 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 no. Those beautiful melanated babies. Beautiful melanated babies. You understand? So yeah,
Tariq, let's talk about your own point. Let's go back. What are the black birth rates?
it doesn't matter.
Bro,
It's
you hammer this point and you don't even have the stats, facts, or figures, bro.
right, but
What do you mean, right?
birth rates are not as low as yours. So
Okay, what are the black birth rates? I know what the white birth rates are. What are the
it doesn't
black birth rates? The highest abortion rates of any group are black women. Fact.
long as we're not at zero. And a
Tariq,
problem, and even
you're
even without abortions, the problem is these white doctors. We got to watch out for them because black women, when they do have their babies, these white doctors are letting them die on the birthing table. So that's a problem. So it ain't
how
about
many
abortions. The mortality rate when black women have children is very high because of these white supremacist doctors out here.
how
Like
many of those doctors are Jews, Tariq? Just like your backers and funders, Jews.
lying about mythological
Do
Jews
you have any? Do you have?
just because you get smacked down by the white Jewish community and they've made you their bitch. Don't come whining to Black Daddy to help you. You guys, you white supremacists want Black Daddy to come help
You're
you from
cucked to the Jews, Tariq. You're cucked to the Jews.
you projecting, sir. That's you projecting while you're sitting in your trailer park and they're smacking you around and not sharing none of the wealth with you. That's what you mad at. You're not getting none of the wealth that they finesse your dumb ass out of while you're sitting in the trailer park yelling the N
The
word,
only antidote to Jew.
while you're on 4chan yelling N word, N word, N word. You got some white supremacists that's smart enough to get the bag and not sit online.
When are you going to come into our space, Tariq, so you can stop muting me?
Because yeah, you just yelling white supremacist
I'm not. I'm
is tired and it's not really offensive. You're trying to be offensive. That's not offensive, sir. It's not offensive.
Tariq. I'm trying to have a good faith debate with you, and you keep muting me like an.
No, I know that, sir. But the thing is, what the white women in your community, they like that N word. They like N word pole. You see, and
Yeah, the fat sloppy ones.
that's what your mother don't count, sir. Leave your mother out of this. We're talking about the ones who are not like your mother. All right. We're talking about the fine, cute ones. They're the ones bobbing on top of the chocolate rocket. You understand me?
Get the fuck out.
So that's what you're upset about. While you're in that trailer looking for a Filipino mail order bride, because that's
Who
what
who who paid
you
for those
do.
cufflinks? Which
You white supremacists gotta go to
how
the
much Jew money do you take, Tariq?
oh stop it. How much black pole did your mama take when she left your dad? Because you probably had a black
All right,
stepdad.
let's get past the
That
madick, Tariq. This
black stepdad, and that's why you're so mad. You had a old black man named Otis who was your stepdad who raised you, who would drop you off at the little school and in his Cadillac and then go back home and pipe that little trailer park mom of yours down.
Bro,
Did,
you need to get out of the Jewish fucking.
did Mr. Otis tear your mama back out? And you growing up as a child, you had to come home smelling magic shaving cream and barbecue sauce. And you're like, oh God, this is too much goddamn seasoning on the food. You just couldn't take all of that seasoning, all of that cocoa butter scent.
These cocoa butter takes are straight your shit, bro.
No, brother, but I'm talking about your childhood, sir. I'm
Bro,
talking,
my mom's German.
oh, yes, she would. Them
No,
German, oh, yes, they would. Them German women love soul pole. I know brothers in the military who come back with them German wives. So don't say that. Them German women love a soul pole. They like sauerkraut and soul pole. All right. They put
and
some,
also AIDS.
they love sauerkraut on them hot dogs. And you want to talk about AIDS? That's Eastern Europe. They got some of the highest AIDS rates in the world.
Black women have the highest.
Oh no, the only no, your fellow Europeans, those Eastern Europeans got them high AIDS rates, sir.
Bro, I got the stats, bro. I got.
Oh, yeah, I got stats too. All right.
You don't have stats on your own points, bro.
I do, sir. You're just white supremacist babbling, sir.
I'm
But
not. I asked you for stats on black birth
it
rates. You got nothing.
doesn't matter.
Oh,
Doesn't
it does. It's your own point.
it's not my
I'm
point.
clowning in your own space, bro.
You're just white supremacist babbling in your trailer park, sir. You're okay.
Tariq, come to our space and we'll have a good faith debate.
No, you guys want clout because nobody really wants to hear a bunch of 4chan white supremacists. So that's why you're over here trying to get clout. Nobody wants to hear a bunch of inbred, zero birth rate having incels yell the N word over and over again
You
because
don't even know the birth.
you don't have enough money to go out and get women. That's the problem.
You're
And you're,
chasing paper like a Jew.
and you're mad at the Jewish people for being successful, and you're in your trailer park yelling the N word, and they're not sharing any
Nobody
money.
lives in a trailer park.
Yes, you do, sir. Yes,
No,
you.
you
You're not a successful white
you
supremacist.
live in a condo paid for by a Jew.
Sir, I do not live in a condo and nobody pays for anything. That's you projecting your failure onto me, sir. Okay? Black Daddy is way more successful
Who
than
who paid for that museum? Is that Jew backing or Jew funding or what?
that's foundational Black Americans,
All
sir.
funded by blacks or Jews or
All
both?
fund is well, then name the Jews who funded it, sir.
I'm asking. I'm not telling.
Well, you just made up your lie. The people who funded it are in the room. The Black community
All
helped.
right, all right, all right.
All
I
right.
got you.
That's how it works, sir. We don't have to depend on anybody to get
So you
things.
don't have any Jewish capital backing you?
Not one dime,
All right, all right.
nowhere. Um,
Respect for not taking that money.
okay, well, no, we don't do that either.
Ah, you're afraid of that word, huh?
I don't use epithets to. Uh,
What you're too good to say kike?
I don't use epithets to talk about even you. I just say white supremacist, which is your word. You notice I haven't called you any type of
They're
epithet.
just words, Tariq. They're
Right. I
just words.
not called you any type of epithet, sir. I call you what you guys call yourselves, white supremacists, and that's okay. All right. Anyway, man, let me let you go back to your mayonnaise sandwich and your trailer park and your John Cougar Mellencamp CDs. All right. And yeah, the our museum comes from foundational Black Americans. You see, and shout out to the Hidden History Museum and shout out to everybody who helped make the Hidden History Museum pop off. Notice that white supremacists and tethers, they really have a problem with the Hidden History Museum because we got that beautiful spot popping on our own and we didn't go through nobody. That was something that we used with our foundational Black American excellence. We got that popping on our own. Beautiful space. You dig? That's something we got popping with the Black community getting on code with each other. And I shout out to everybody who has supported the Hidden History Museum, especially Black LA. Black folks in Los Angeles, the reason why our doors are still open is because the Black community in LA, they've been so super, super, super duper supportive of the Hidden History Museum because they understand what it means for the community and how we needed that. Because in our community out here in LA, in the Black community, you got a liquor store, dispensary, pawn shops, you got all of this stuff, and we needed something like that. So it's a very respected staple within the community out here. In the Black community of LA, they've been so super extra supportive of it. And by the way, everybody, you can support the Hidden History Museum too by going to hiddenhistorymuseum.com and give a contribution today. Give a regular contribution, hiddenhistorymuseum.com, because I want to expand the Hidden History Museums. I want to put another one in Atlanta. We need to do these things all over the country. Okay? That's my next thing. I want to put one in Atlanta, get one popping down there. All right, let me see. We got a lot of people in here. How many people? Oh, we got almost 1,400 people in the building. All right. Let's get y'all raise your hand if you're ready. Let's get Darius in the building. Let's get Darius in here. Darius, what's up, brother?
What up, man? How you been, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, man. When I saw that post you posted with the Haitians, them saying they not going back home, man, it's very crazy, man. These people
Yeah,
always be showing their flags, hardly home, but always repping, man. You feel me?
yeah, and that's interesting. Yeah, for Darius is talking about a clip I played earlier where they were protesting in New York, some Haitian immigrants, and they had their flags marching around talking about we're not going back. We're not going back. Like they're not going back home to Haiti. I'm like, okay. And again, some of the Haitian cats are hopping in our rooms, kind of being critical to us. We're not doing anything to you. And some of these tethers are talking about, well, why you make the movie 1804 about Haiti and you done change your tune? The fuck you talking about? Y'all tethers just saying shit. 1804 was about riders in Haiti who stood on business and fought for their land. I didn't make 1804 for no damn flea and tethers. Let's get that shit straight. I made a movie about people who stood on business and fought, not people who flee. So yeah, 1804 ain't got nothing to do with any flea and tether. All right, let's not get that twisted. Some of you Haitian tethers who be pointing your finger, whining to us, you ain't like Dessalines and Toussaint and Christophe and some of those riders. You ain't like them. Them dudes weren't trying to flee. They fought and they stood on business, and I got respect for that now, and I still got respect for it. Got nothing but respect. Anybody you stay on your homeland and fight for it, got nothing but love and respect. Like over there in South Africa, Julius Malema, he stays back home and fights to get them white supremacists off their back. He got my full support. Some of those African leaders over there who are trying to get the white supremacists out, was it Senegal? One of those places where they were trying to get them the white military out. I got love for that. Nothing but respect for that. But somebody coming over here and you got a foreign flag and you all in our spaces talking about how we shouldn't get no reparations and you're talking greasy about us, yet you're over here. Nah, I got a problem with that. I got a major problem with that. Let's get Adonis in here. What's up, Adonis? What's going on with you, Adonis?
Hey, so those nasty Haitians, they're actually going to parks where, people go to feed the ducks and they're grabbing them by their throat and running off with them. These people have to be deported, every single last one of them. From the ones that just got here or the ones that have been here, they all have to go back because they're a danger to our community and they're bringing all types of diseases and things. They have to go back. They're eating people's pets and it's really bad because they make it seem like this is an African thing or it could be potentially a black thing when they're not like us. They all have to go back, every one of them.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, Adonis. Let's get Be Tall. Be Tall. What's up?
Yeah, Tariq. I hear you talking about. Thanks for having me. I hear you talking about birth rates and saying how whites' birth rates are bad, but aren't Black Americans' birth rates bad too? I mean, looking at the statistics, they're like almost just as bad as the white people. What do
No,
you
no.
say about that?
Well, they ain't that bad. They ain't at zero. Yeah, we're not dying faster than we're replenishing the birth rates. Now, yeah, it has declined, and
All
that's
right, it's almost as bad as the white people, honestly, Tariq. Right?
oh, it ain't that damn bad. It ain't damn near at zero. Well, theirs is at zero. Theirs is shit negative. At this point, there's more of them, the white supremacists, dying than they're being replenished. It ain't like that for us. It's not. Come on, it ain't. Do you really think it's hard for black women to get pregnant?
No, but I do know the majority of black men don't have children.
Wow.
I think black men have the one of the highest, if not the highest, rate of childlessness. I mean, have you heard that before? And if so, what do you think about that?
I haven't done that, but yeah, the birth rates have been in decline, but that's for like different factors. Sisters can still easily get pregnant and have babies. It's not a problem. You have like European women having to get uterus transplants and all of that stuff because they can't have children. It's like physically hard for them to get pregnant and have children. They got to do all types of in vitro and do all types of other stuff as opposed to black women. So it's a different dynamic. And have you called before? You look familiar. Have you called before?
I have called before. Yes, I have.
Okay, you're a mulatto dude, right?
No, no, I'm not.
And what are you?
Both of my parents are black.
Okay, okay, okay. Why do you look mulatto in your thing, sir?
N- I don't know. I just, I made an animation of myself, and it just looked cool.
Oh, okay. So that's not a real you. That's an
It's
AI.
just an embellished me, but it's not too far from me.
Oh, oh, okay. All right. 'Cause you're probably really dark skinned in real life, and you tried to make a red. You did virtual cake soap. Okay.
Oh my lord.
All right, brother. But thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Okay, we got a lot of folks in here. Let's get let me see. Scholar, let's get Scholar Hawkins in here. Scholar Hawkins. All right. Where you at, Scholar Hawkins?
Hey, how you doing, brother Tariq?
I'm good. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing wonderful. I appreciate you letting me in the space. I just wanted to weigh in on the Diddy situation real quick, if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Yes, I was really hoping if you could do me the biggest honor and put a girl on, put a girl on, put a girl on now, put a girl on, 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 put a girl on. Do you want to learn about hitting hill walls? Put a girl on. Put a girl on. Put a girl on. Put a girl on. Put a girl on now.
Let it die slow. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna go. Keep going. Let's go. I'm gonna let it die
Put a
slow.
girl on. Put a girl on. Put a girl on now. Tariq,
I'm letting it die slow. I'm gonna just let it.
Tariq, I heard you take off
Oh,
your hat every time a white man enters your space.
okay,
Is
go
that
ahead.
true?
Go ahead. Keep on with the
Do you
comedy.
take your hat off every time a white man enters your space?
Comedy going. Let's hear some more of
Put a
that.
girl on.
There you go.
I'm waiting on my FBA butt plug, Tariq.
Come on with the comedy. Let's do it.
When are you gonna start selling those FBA dildos I've been hearing about?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm waiting on my FBA butt plug, Tariq, and my FBA vibrator. I heard you and TS Giselle has something in the works. Is that true?
Boy, that comedy is dry.
Put a girl on. Put a girl on. Do you want to learn about hitting hill walls? Put a girl on. 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 Put a girl on now. Put a
Yeah.
girl on.
Yeah.
Tariq, they say you put your legs in the air when you jack off. Is that true?
Yeah, you said that the other day. Come
Tariq,
on.
they say you practice your arts in the mirror. Is that true?
Come on, man. You gotta practice some good
Put
material.
a girl on. You need to practice putting a girl
Give,
on.
give me some better
Put
material.
a girl on. Give me a better girl.
Give me some good material. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Put a girl on.
Yeah, it's not working, brother. Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
Put a girl on.
This is a I'm
Put a
letting you
girl on.
this is pain and suffering and trauma going on right here.
I'm scholar and I make the dick.
This is pain and suffering and trauma going on. I'm letting you embarrass yourself and you so that you can hear how much of a failure you are. I'm just letting it play out. I'm letting you have an intervention right now. Right now, while you're doing that, in the back of your mind, you're like, oh, I'm making a fool of myself. Oh, this ain't working. Oh, I sound real dumb. I look
Tariq,
like
put a girl on.
you think I can hear it in your voice. Like you're thinking to yourself, man, I sound like a big lame nigga, man. No wonder I can't get women. Look at what I'm doing. I'm calling up with lame trolling that ain't even funny. Man, I'm staying with my mama. I drive for Postmates. My hairline is janky. And this is what I'm reduced to.
Put a girl on.
Unfunny trolling for some damn attention. And it ain't even working. Oh man, come on, keep on. Let me give you some more time. Go ahead. Give me some more.
Um, Besides all that, I was really, I
Come on.
really want to give you.
Oh yeah, man. Are you one of these little handicapped dudes? And then are you in a wheelchair or something? You one of these little make-a-wish dudes? You're in your little wheelchair. You can't go out and kick it, and you're mad at the world because your little legs don't work, and you're calling up like, "Oh fuck them able-bodied niggas." Imma show them. Imma call up and just yell, "Put a girl on." Is that what it is? And you're sitting in your little wheelchair, rolling around that
My
little
name's
sec
Scholar and I make the dick.
you're rolling around in that wheelchair. Your little legs are numb, your ding-a-ling don't work, you can't really do anything with yourself, and you're very upset and you're mad because that's anger. This is coming from a place of anger. Well, when a lot of people do lame, unfunny trolling, it's coming from a place of anger. Are you angry because your little legs are numb and don't work? What happened to your legs, sir?
Are
I'm
you talking about my third leg?
no, no, no. We're talking about your little numb legs. That what happened? Why are you in a wheelchair, sir? And I'm not knocking anybody in wheelchairs. I'm not knocking. I'm just trying to have an intervention with this gentleman. We want you to do normal things. Maybe we can get T.S. Giselle over there and roll you to a transgender strip club. All right. Maybe we can have somebody come over there and help you out, brother. All right. Anyway, let me get some more
Tariq,
people.
my name's
Okay. Yeah, women, I understand where women come from when women talk about some of the dudes out here. It's some lame dudes out here. I know, ladies. Ladies, I feel for you. When you got to go on dates with dudes like that, I feel for you, ladies. I feel for you. There's some lame, cornball, unfunny dudes out here. Ifinier, Ifinier, what's your name, brother? I can't pronounce your name. Um, Okoye, Mr. Okoye, hop on, sir. Unmute your microphone, sir. Mr.
Greetings, everybody.
How are you, brother?
I'm good. I've just been following the stories of this PDD stuff, and it's crazy. Should I say, um, will I say maybe I don't know, maybe it's a pedophile, so, but there have been lots of allegations against him, and his
No,
best bet.
hold on. I wouldn't say that because if that were true, they would have put that in the case. They would have put that out there if it was true. And I know they've investigated, so I wouldn't say he's a pedophile. But go ahead.
Uh, I believe the justice system will do better investigations and come up with maybe if there should be a subsequent discovery on the case. But it's crazy looking, and that shows how the American system is structured. A criminal case that had been convicted, that had been done years back, they could lay traces on the footprints, establishing a fact. And that shows how competent the system is over time.
Now, Mr.
And
Coy, where are you from, by the way, sir?
sorry, I'm a Nigerian.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hard to understand you. With all due respect, it was kind of hard to really understand what you're saying because of the accent. So, but thank you for calling. Respect to you. FBA Brittany, what's up, dear? FBA Brittany,
Oh, sorry, my mic my mic was off. How are you, Tariq?
I'm good, dear. How are you?
I'm doing well. I just want to say that "Put a Girl On" was a broken loser,
Yep.
and we're tired of hearing his ass.
Yeah.
And then, just one thing is there a way we could set something up for like automatic payments to donate to the Hidden History Museum?
Absolutely, yes. On the if you go to the Hidden History Museum website, there's an option where you can do that. You can go there, and there's an option where you can do yeah, you can do automatic payments. So yes,
Oh, okay, wonderful. All right, thank you, Tariq. Have a
thank
good night.
uh-huh. And the lovely FBA Brittany. The FBA sisters are very lovely. Yes, they are. All right, let's get some more people in here because we in here deep. And y'all get your root work deodorant, guys. Y'all get that root work. People love the root work deodorant. That's the best deodorant that's out here in the game, man. Best deodorant in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Rootworkstyle.com. Let's get TJ. Let's get TJ's. TJ Saint. What's
Say Napier, can you hear me, Flex?
going on, bro?
Man, hey, I hail from Alaska. Your transmissions have come up here, and my brother, I've got to let you know that we got mad love for you, man. I'm FBA. You know, my parents came to Alaska from Texas. My pop's in the military. But man, you know, I've been listening to you for like maybe 3 or 4 years now, and the things that I hear from you, I did not know. You know, sometimes sometimes the elders kind of they kind of keep these quieted nuggets to themselves. But man, the more I listen to you, the more I'm asking questions, and I just want you to know that we got mad respect for you. And so you're doing an amazing body of work. And you also have to know this, man. I recognize that the Most High has given you an assignment. And it is a brilliant assignment. And you have to know that we cover you with prayer because you are a goodly and godly man. So, man, much props, much love, much respect to you and your family. And yeah, we love you up here, man, for real.
So much, brother. Thank you so much, brother. That's much love from Alaska. I got to get up there to Alaska to kick it. I have not been to Alaska yet. I got to get up there to Alaska. Yes, indeed, man. Um, but right now, I got to go to Hawaii pretty soon to finish this book. I usually write my books in Hawaii. I got to be around water. I got to be surrounded with water when I write. I'm real big on that. That kind of helps me flow a little bit. Um, Water is very pertinent to our energy. Water is very, very pertinent. Um, that really helps us create. That really helps us produce a lot of energy. That's why a lot of these places, and I've talked about this before, where there's a lot of our ancestral energy and water, you can feel that. You can feel that energy. You can feel it. And once you understand it, you know how to work with that energy. We can do powerful things. But you go to places where our ancestral energy and water is, you can feel that, like the South Carolinas and places in Florida. That's where the Seminoles were, and Louisiana. All that water and ancestral energy is powerful, powerful stuff. I'm gonna break that down in the book so people can understand it. Let me get a couple of more people in here. because there are a lot of folks in here. And again, if you are in LA, come down to the History Museum tomorrow. We'll be open tomorrow and you can come on through. Let's get who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I let somebody in. I tried to let somebody in. Let's get Eric in the building. Let's get Eric. Eric in the building. What's up, Eric? Mr. Eric, what's up, brother?
How you doing, sir?
What's up, Eric? I'm good. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to chime in real quick and blessings to you and thank you for your platform and spreading the energy and the information that you are doing. Just wanted to get on here real quick and just say, have you thought about bringing the Hidden Museum here to Chicago? Because there's a lot of stuff that's been going on that they've been doing up here. A lot of new things that they've been bringing to the light for people to understand. So I just wanted to ask that question if you were considering to bring it here.
That I don't know. If we do another museum, it will definitely be in Atlanta first. We'll put another one out there because I got a big audience out there in Atlanta, and they got the properties that would facilitate that. But you know, it us doing something with a museum in Chicago is not out the question, but we just don't see that as of now. But shout out to Chicago. I love Chicago. I absolutely love Chicago. And I got so many projects that I'm working on. Again, I'm finishing up on this book talking about the Majora spirit because we really need to understand that. As foundational Black Americans, we really need to understand the spiritual ethnogenesis that we had. We really have to articulate it and we feel it. We know that our energy is different. We know that we have a different spiritual essence, and we need to really articulate that and go into it and really do a deep dive into it. And that's what I'm going to do with this book. Our spiritual essence is different, and everybody knows it. And we really got to show appreciation to our ancestors and acknowledge that energy that we have. Okay. And again, I'm working on that book. And another thing I'm working on, we're starting to get ready for the Dr. Francis Cress Welsing documentary because that's something that we got to tackle. It's long overdue. I've worked with Dr. Welsing in my films and just elevating that sister's history. It's up to us to do it. The dominant society, they're not going to elevate thorough sisters like that. So it's up to us to elevate that sister's legacy because she did so much for us. She sacrificed so much for us and gave so many of us the game. There's a lot of scholars out here, especially there was a lot of people who were in the Hidden Colors films who got game from Dr. Welsing. The movie Baby Boy was kind of based on her writings. They used some of her quotes in the beginning of the movie, by the way. If you go back and look at Baby Boy, um, I- they quoted Dr. Welsing at the beginning of the movie. So her work is just so phenomenal, and we have to continue teaching her work. We're not going to let her work get buried. It's that important. The way she broke down dealing with white supremacy and really broke it down so we can understand it and then learn how to counter it. That's very important, family. And also understanding women like that, they have to be elevated because when women teach you the game, when you have a very thorough, conscious woman, that's very powerful. Conscious men, that's a powerful thing too. But when the women are conscious, that means the children will gravitate towards that consciousness. You see, when you have conscious women, they're going to naturally educate the children. The children will take on that ideology. And it hits different when the women have that level of consciousness because they can nurture that knowledge to you. See, some of my biggest influences, Dr. Welsing and Shahrazad Ali. Shahrazad Ali to this day is like a mother figure to me. And the way she nurtures the information to me, it hits different. It really, really hits different when it's coming from a lady, from a woman. So we want to show that there are thorough sisters out here who have stood on black business, stood on the business of black empowerment. We really need to show that, because what do we have now? We got these people in the media trying to tell us a Hindu bedwench is the face of black womanhood. You understand? That's by design. When they get these people who don't come from our spiritual essence and then try to elevate them as the faces of us, that's very dangerous. That's extremely dangerous. And when they try to normalize that, that's a problem. So it's up to us to stand on lineage business and stand on education business and say, hey, we're going to elevate our icons on our own terms. Those are power moves. You understand? Those are power moves. And all we have to do is just be on code, man. Power for a group is just everybody being on code. It just takes a lot of people doing a little. That's it. You don't have to exert so much. If you have a lot of people willing to just do a little, you get stuff done. That's why when we get on code, everybody starts getting on alert. You notice that? When foundational Black Americans get on code, people start trembling because they know we start getting shit moving. When we get on code, when we get shit popping, when we start saying, hey, we ain't gonna beef with each other as foundational Black Americans, we're gonna start looking out for each other, we are a problem to the dominant society. Just like out here in LA, when we had the LA riots, the LA uprising, that shook everybody because overnight, cats who were beefing for decades said, hey, damn all that, you my brother. Now let's go get these white supremacists. Overnight. You understand? Cats put that shit to the side and said, hey, we're going to do what we need to do. That's very dangerous to the dominant society. They don't like that. Back in the 1960s, I want y'all to understand, there were so many riots that were not talked about in uprisings. Early 60s and 64, just riots all over the place that's never talked about. Many of those riots and uprisings was because these people attacked sisters. My brother from Chicago just called up. In 1964, there was a significant riot that happened in Chicago. A Black woman went into one of these stores, one of these Italian stores, and they accused her of shoplifting, and then they tried to jump on the sister. The brothers heard about that, came through and burned that bitch all the way down immediately. A lot of that was going on in the 60s. I want y'all to understand the 60s was not about people getting whooped on singing Negro spirituals. When they harmed Black folks, especially Black women, the brothers stood up and said, no, 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 because they understood letting that happen as men, that would make you look bad as a man. You're not supposed to sit up there and let women get whooped on by the dominant society. You're not supposed to do that as a man. There's supposed to be some get back. And cats used to get that get back then immediately because that it was all about being a man. You couldn't look at yourself as a man and you letting women get attacked out here. Yeah? And the West Coast was really, really big on that. That's what the Watch Riots was about. I talked about that before. The Watch Riots, there was a rumor that a sister got hemmed up by the police. Cats hit the streets. And y'all have to remember during the Watch Riots, a lot of folks don't know. I used to play video clips of this. Dr. King came out here. A lot of people don't know. Dr. King came out here to Los Angeles during the Watch Riots. They never talk about it because the brothers and sisters out here, they told Dr. King, hey, brother, we love you. We respect you. This ain't Selma, though, Dr. King. With all due respect, we got nothing but love for you, brother. But that nonviolent thing, we don't do that out here, my brother. We're violent, and we're going to be violent tonight. As soon as you leave, We just came to talk to you and out of respect, but when you leave, it's going to be some violence popping off. They told him straight up and down, yeah, Dr. King, we're going to the white neighborhoods tonight, and it's going to be on and popping. But you do you, we love you, but no, that nonviolence, yeah, that don't work for us. So yeah, don't let these people make you think that everybody was sitting around holding arms and arms, getting hit with bricks. All no, 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 no. No, we were putting in some work. We got things done because people were hitting the streets, putting in some damn work and not taking the bullshit. So this is why it's important for us to break the history down from our perspective and not let the dominant society sit up here and try to spoon feed us a watered down history that they want to put out there to keep us pacified. There's a reason why they want to take books out of schools and all of that, take films out of schools and come up with these DEI terms and all of that, all of these little code words as ways to erase the history. This is why it's very important for us to keep the history going. Y'all watch films like Microphone Check. Notice they didn't stop all that Puerto Rican started hip hop stuff. We shut that down. You notice that you don't hear them say that shit no more, do you? The movie Microphone Check shut that all the way down. We shut that down. That's why they were so busy trying to destroy the movie and take it out of theaters, calling theaters, threatening them, calling Amazon, threatening them. You don't do that if you're not threatened. You see, they tried to get revenge on the damn movie for telling the truth. These people were mad as hell because we told the truth with this movie. Y'all don't understand some of the little cutthroat shit they were doing behind the scenes. And now the movie is back on Amazon. It's number one. It's number one right now. That movie is number one on Amazon right now. That's because of the power of the grassroots. The dominant society would never put nothing like that together. It had to come from us. And we got the power to do this stuff, man. Especially as foundational Black Americans, we can get anything done because we've done so many things already before. We built this nation. I want y'all to never forget that. This country was built by us. Um, when I see these people running around talking about immigrants built the nation, the hell you did. This nation, let's be real. This country was not built by no damn immigrants. That's a goddamn insult. Anytime I hear that and anytime you hear that, take it as an insult. Some of those Haitian people were running around here in New York with those picket signs. And I'm not trying to disrespect the Haitian guys because I'm cool with Haitians, but they were running around. Immigrants built the nation. Immigrants built the United States. Immigrants are needed. No, if that were the case, why are you not building up your homeland? Why are you not over there in Haiti building that up? Don't want to hear about the government. Our government is just as corrupt. We live with the corrupt government. We live with the corrupt government. We know how corrupt governments are, but we stand on business, stay on the land, and keep building and keep fighting where we are. And we create the opportunities. That ain't no damn excuse to the government. We live with the most corrupt government ever. They would have us in shanty towns if we didn't fight back. We'd be somewhere um, defecating in outhouses, living in shacks if it were up to them. We had to fight these people for resources. We had to stand on business and say, no, we're not going to be down bad while you're hoarding all the wealth and resources. This is why we're standing on business now, trying to get our damn reparations straight up. You see? Let's get Ellie Renee hop in here. Ellie Renee hop in. Turn your microphone on, ma'am.
Hi, Tariq.
How you
I just wanted to let everybody know, if you weren't aware, that there was somebody that was lynched in North Carolina about 9 days ago named
Yep,
Jvon McGee. I don't know
yep.
whether you covered that on your show before, but I
I've
just wanted to highlight that.
Yeah, I've talked about it. Yeah, and they tried to say that he bought a rope and lynched himself, which I don't believe. But yeah, I'm familiar with the story. Yeah, we've touched on that. Yeah, stuff like that. We up on it early. Oh yeah, we got on that. If you guys heard a story about 9 days ago, that means we've already covered it. Yeah, we've already covered that. And you know what's funny? Another thing that's funny, a lot of people are going in on Andrew Schultz. I call him alt-right Andy. A lot of people are really going in on him because he has a podcast where he was really kind of denigrating black women and trying to say it's under the guise of comedy or whatever. And there was some non-FBA dudes sitting there cacan and kikiing, and a lot of people were upset with the African dudes trying to put it on black men. Oh, black men don't protect. See how black men don't protect black women? Oh no, 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 no. Don't y'all dare. Let's be clear. Don't y'all pull that. Those are some non-FBA dudes. These are African immigrants. These guys are not us. Don't put that under us because listen, you guys are about a decade late. I got in Andy's bumper. Andrew Schultz, I debated that dude and got in his ass damn near a decade ago. Y'all late. I didn't call that man out on all of his racist gibberish. I broke his BS down years ago. I've been called that man out. Y'all late as hell. Y'all real late. But a lot of people are just now getting hip to some of the little slick ass stuff he be saying. Yeah, I called him alt right Andy back then. He was real pissed at me. I sat down with him face to face and got off in him and broke down all of his gibberish. So y'all can find that online. But yeah, you watch these dudes who got these black friends who sit up there and kind of give them a pass. And again, this is why a lot of these dudes like to get around these non-FBA dudes so they can get off their little um racist rants under the guise of jokes. That's why they like these immigrants and all of these other people to sit around so they can say this racist stuff around them. And all the immigrant dudes are going to do is caca and kiki and laugh. And you know why? Because a lot of these dudes who are non-FBA, when they hear an Andrew Schultz make all of these disparaging remarks about black people, in the minds of those immigrant dudes, they're like, well, they're talking about those Akatas. They're not talking about me. I agree. You understand the reason why some of those African dudes sit up there cacan and kikiing with Andrew Schultz is because they agree with them. They agree with them. That's why. I want y'all to really get that in your head because those African dudes, they kind of made some weak apologies or whatever, but deep down, they are on they're on the same thing Andrew Schultz is on. They're like, well, he's talking about them. He's talking about the American blacks, not me. I'm different. That's how they look at it. You see? Whereas foundational black Americans, if we see the white supremacists talking about African people, oh, those African people are running around in loincloths or whatever, we'll check them because basically that you're using them as a proxy for me too. Even though we're from different lineages, but just you talking about them, that's somewhat of a proxy for us too. So we will check them to a certain degree. Now, this whole thing with the Haitians getting thrown under the bus by the white supremacists, we're not jumping in that fray because the Haitians were the ones, remember, telling us we complain about white supremacy too much. Too many of them, not all of you, but too many of them were telling us, hey, y'all niggas always worrying about the white man. It ain't the white man. Leave the white man alone. I came over with $2 and I'm doing better than y'all been here for 500 years. Y'all need to just work hard and stop being lazy. Yup, whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. So that's why we're sitting it out. Okay. Now that the white supremacists are putting the target on you, now you go deal with them. All right. But we all, hey, we all black though. No, no, no. Remember, y'all were like, I'm not black, I'm Haitian. Many of you were doing that because a lot of Haitians are not, this is another thing. Haitians, many of them view themselves as Latino because Haiti, that's actually technically a Latino nation. The island of Hispaniola is Latino. You understand? So many Haitians view themselves as Latino. Yeah, that's why they'll side with some of those Hispanics against us because that's their brethren to a certain degree. That's how they look at it. Even though they hate their guts, they go to the Dominican Republic and get crapped on. But that island, Hispaniola, um, they look at it as a Latin cultured island. It's real deep, man. A lot of folks have these identities that we look at them and see melanated skin. You don't know what goes on in these folks' minds. You do not know what goes on in these folks' minds. They are somewhere else mentally. Yeah, it's not on the same page. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Give a give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum and get the book Hidden Heroes from A to Z. Also, if you're in LA, go to the Hidden History Museum tomorrow and visit. And go to rootworkstyle.com, get the Rootwork Deodorant. And I'm up out of here, guys. Puppy Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Y'all be good.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com.
Let's discover our hidden heroes together.